Hello everybody, it's your boy WEEZYFMAMBA and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys once again so much for being here. We really appreciate it. On today's video, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we got some breaking news coming out of the Hellraiser Revival universe. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a brand new single player experience that we are absolutely ecstatic for. We have covered multiple videos of it on this channel, the revealed trailer, screenshots, etc. However, today we got some gameplay details revealed by multiple sources, including stuff from Gamescom, which is where they had a 40-minute demo that nobody knew about until now, and it's absolutely insane, the information that we've got today. We're going to go ahead and pop on over to the live scene. I'm just going to have an ambient background. We're just going to talk today because this is the third time I've had to record this video. You're not going to believe it. I'm going to show you guys a little story. The first video I recorded, no audio. I had muted mic. Absolutely crazy. The second video, immediately demonetized by YouTube, age restricted, can't fucking post nothing, etc. because of the red band M-rated trailer that I showed in the video, along with the screenshots. We're just going to make sure to get this information out to you. So it's going to be a nice and quick video. I do have everything written down in a script that I wrote this morning to kind of give you guys the insight of what Hellraiser Revival is all about and the information that we received. If you want to check out the trailer as well as the screenshots, excuse me, make sure to check out Hellraiser Revival on Twitter or X, and or check out the YouTube red band trailer over on IGN's channel. Anyways, Hellraiser Revival, ladies and gentlemen, is an upcoming single-player survival fantasy horror game based on the beloved Clive Barker film franchise, Hellraiser, which portrayed the infamous Pinhead and the rest of the Cenobites wreaking havoc throughout the 1980s, 90s, 2000s, and beyond, spanning over the course of 11 films. Interviews this morning with Kurt Indovina, the senior producer over at GameSpot, sat down with Saber Interactive and Boss Team Games and was granted access to a 40-minute demo at Gamescom, which happened a couple of weeks ago. And he has decided to spill all the beans that we've been waiting for. He said here that Hellraiser Revival checks all of the boxes. It's got sex, blood. It's got someone who even calls you a feces-covered pleasure monkey. What the fuck? Crazy. Hellraiser Revival will play like Condemned crossovered with Resident Evil Village. Ladies and gentlemen, Resident Evil Village. So I'm not entirely sure. I never played Village. I did play Condemned. Someone let me know down in the comments, which one is Resident Evil Village? Is that 7, 8? I'm not sure. Anyways, regardless, we have two major horror IPs, Condemned and Resident Evil, combined into one game, and then you add Pinhead to that. It seems like this is going to be a certified banger, right? Super excited. Kurt did mention that it focuses mainly on melee combat, guns combat, inventory management, and it is all obviously taking place in a fantasy horror element. Okay. Which again is very interesting. Melee combat, guns, and inventory management. We will go ahead and come back to that here in just a few. He also mentioned that impressive production value in the game is better than anything ever produced in the Hellraiser film franchise, which is mind-blowing considering we have 11 films, one of which came out in 2022, and it was produced by Hulu. The fact that we have a multi-billion-dollar platform, Hulu, and he said still that Hellraiser Revival outperforms from Saber Interactive, outperforms Hulu. That is a very good sign. And again, the excitement is real for us horror freaks. And I can't fucking wait, man. I can't wait. Get this. Something else crazy that was mentioned. He mentioned that the game is so graphic that at Gamescom, they had vomit bags for the playtesters. Vomit bags for the playtesters. Because of its grotesqueness and graphicness, it is really, really insane. And that kind of claims in to this particular one, that they are pushing the envelope, okay, to the very furthest as far as what they can do for an M-rated game to not get the adults only tag, AO, right, from the ESRB. We have so much information about, like, from what we've seen in the trailer of how gross and how much sex is going to be in this. Like, it's kind of crazy. And of course, it's literally the whole entire Hellraiser franchise. I mean, that's just what the film franchise is about. So it's staying true to the source material. We're going to get gore. We're going to get sex. We're going to get just body dismemberment and torture and etc. It's going to be very, very cool. Clive Barker. This is one of the big ones right here. The writer and director of Hellraiser, the creator of Hellraiser, is confirmed in the studio working on the game with Saber and Boss Team. Can you guys believe it? We have the source, the cream of the crop, the king pimp shit in the studio working on the game, giving his insight, giving his blessing. This is the best thing that could have ever happened to this campaign. We are absolutely ecstatic about that. I'm super amped. Clive Barker, and really, and side note, I hope John Carpenter's involvement with Halloween the game is the same thing. Praying. We have a couple more pieces of information that was revealed. Combat is confirmed to have a dodging mechanic to avoid incoming damage, sprint and sliding mechanics to traverse quicker, crafting system to craft weapons, ammo, and throwables, and confirmed weapon exhaustion, where your weapons will deplete over time, requiring you to pick up replacement weapons. So obviously, weapon exhaustion has been a thing in many games. For example, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'm assuming there's multiple games that have that as well, but that's one that comes to mind. So that's very interesting. Sprinting obviously is great. Sliding, what the fuck? Are we playing COD? And of course, the crafting system, which is great. Every time I think of crafting, I think of either Alien Isolation or The Last of Us. So that's great. Weapon exhaustion, not the biggest fan of it, but maybe in a horror setting, I will enjoy it, especially in a smaller linear campaign, simply because there's going to be like fucking weapons that you wouldn't even imagine, and it's going to be brutal. And there's going to be animations and kill animations for each. So we're super excited about that. The one thing that really pissed me off, this is one reveal that really made me upset, unfortunately, is there is no skill tree. Confirmed, no skill tree. Unfortunately, for me, even if it is a single player campaign, I want a fucking skill tree, because I am all about making the meta, right? As you guys know from my channel for many years now, we find the meta, we make the meta, we post the meta. So if there was an option for a meta in Hellraiser Revival, we would have discovered it. And unfortunately, there's no skill tree. It's okay, but it sucks. You know what I mean? And finally, this is the last part. This also might sting a little bit to some people, but Saber did confirm this morning that the Hellraiser Revival campaign will be anywhere between 7 and 10 hours in length. Unfortunately, for a $60 game that we're going to assume a $200 collector's edition, to only get 10 hours of gameplay out of it is a little upsetting. We were hoping for at least 12 to 16 hour campaign. Feels like a $60 game to me. With it having only a 7 to 10 hour campaign, maybe this will only be $40, like the standard edition. I don't know. We don't have any confirmation of price, but I could beat this in a fucking day. We're gonna literally do this in one stream. So unfortunately, that's that. But yeah, 7 to 10 hours in length, and we were hoping that it would be a little bit more. But anyways, that's it for the news today, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know down in the comment section what you think. Okay, are you excited for that shorter linear campaign? Do you want it to be longer? Is it just right for something of this style of game? Are you excited for the grotesque, envelope pushing almost adults only rated game. Just let me know. As you guys already know, we would love for you guys to subscribe if you can. We're almost at 9,000 subscribers, man. Come on, lock in. And of course, don't forget to drop a like on the video, hit the sub button, and please turn on your notification bell, okay? That way you guys get notified every time I go live here on YouTube and anytime that I bring you brand new Hellraiser news. I fucking love you guys, and we will catch you on the next video. Peace out.